now decide, okay, one day, something may work, it may not work. And there are things we have put money into, it didn't work. There are things we didn't believe would work, it worked. So track record. Look at it, what have they done before? Now, they may not have done that particular thing before, but have they done anything before? Because in life is lived forward but understood backwards. So you can look back and say, okay, when he was in this area, what did he do? When he was in that area, what did he do? So even though he has never done this before, he has a lifestyle of hard work, consistency, integrity. So you can look at that and say, okay, let's trust him with this one. Number 4. Who are their old and existing customers that you can ask questions from? So if they have customers that they have serviced before, or customers that are their customers now, are they give you the customer's contact? Are they willing to give you the customer's phone number for you to call? Or for you to go and investigate to find out, this person said you did business with him before. How was it? Can they be trusted? Did they take care of you? When someone said, no, we can't give you our customers' detail. You can't share. Trust us. No, it's my money. It's my money. Number 5. The investment itself. Investigate the investment itself. Because see, it's not wise to invest in what you don't understand. So that investment itself that they are offering you, investigate and say, okay, this investment, what exactly is the investment? Where will the money come from? Hello? This thing I'm telling you now, I did it yesterday. This is what I do almost every week. In order to pay the 120 million, I need to raise the money from all my sources. Hello? So I have money all over. So I said, okay, let me pull in some money from abroad back to Nigeria. So I sent a message to my guys. I need somebody that will give me naira that will collect the other currency on the other side. They say how much? When I just say, this one is much. We don't have people, but they can be doing something. I said, no. So one person now came and said, you didn't hear about this app? I said, which app? He said, that app is what I use. So with that app, you just download the app, and then the money will just enter your accounts in Nigeria. I said, hold on. So when I download the app, what now happened? How will the money get from my account in London to my account? He said, no, you will connect the app to your account. I said, as in, he said, no, you have a back end, you connect to your account, you just give the instruction, and then you will get alert in Nigeria immediately. So where will that naira come from? I just want to understand. I'm an illiterate. Teach me, educate me. The naira that I'm going to get in my account in Nigeria, where will it come from? He said, no, that's the software. I use it. I will send you details and let me call you back. So as he said he will call me back, I went to Google. He says lemonade. Lemonade. You know about your bank. I say lemonade. So I quickly check and say, go to lemonade. So I check it. I checked. I said, okay, is it in Nigeria? Does it work in Nigeria? Where are they? What's this secret? I was checking. He called back. He said, I said, okay, this is the amount I want to do. You, how much is the highest you have ever done? He said, 300 pounds. I said, forget it. I'm not doing it. Hello, what I want to do is heavy. It's not a direct. Because if anything goes wrong, where is lemonade office? No, who can I see to go and say hello? I use, then your money will be in the spirits. That's why I don't do crypto. I don't do forex. I don't do those. What spirit money? Let me see my land. I can see my land. I can see my house face to face. Hello? Investigates the investment itself. Don't be too greedy that you just jump in. This will happen, that will happen. You know what? Let me tell you something. We've been around for a while. When they say do a business plan is a fraud. Hello? You say, what do you mean by that? Every business plan is based on an assumption. Based on what? Assumption. And many of the things that are assumed on the business plan never happens. It never happens. So what now happens when what is planned is never happening? Do you know how many battles? Even the insurance company had to go and do a review of their policy because of COVID. Who knew COVID was going to come? It changed the entire game. Even landlord didn't get rent. So yes, I have a contract with you that will pay you rent, but you and I know that we are locked up at home for 7 months. Where do you expect me to see money to pay you? I didn't go to work. Yes, it's your house, but even in America, even in London, it's all over the world. They told all of us, landlord, Donald Trump said, you must not eject any tenants. My tenants in one of my houses in America did not pay for 2 years and 6 months. America, and government said we cannot drive them away. And when government paid, she's in jail now, 4 years imprisonment. Yeah. The federal government paid, he chop them. Then, of course, we're all in Nigeria. I couldn't go to America. Everybody's locked down. He chop them. We took her to court to evict her. This is America, not Nigeria. To evict her. The state government said there is backlog in the court. It took 7 months for them to give us dates, even in America, because of COVID. By that 7 months, OTT extra 7, Leluri. So we are going there to say she's owing for 1 year. By the time we will get there, she's owing for 19 months. But we are discussing 12 months. And 7 months is not in that case. So we got there. They now say, okay, no problem. That the federal government has said you cannot drive out a tenant. And Joe Biden has now become the president. And Joe Biden has said the same thing. So it's a federal law. We cannot, but as a state, we will pay you. So what are they going to pay us? 12 months. Now it's OTD 18, 19, 20. By the time they pay again, it chop them. I don't know how she did it. Instead of paying the money to an escrow where the 2 lawyers will discuss, she chopped the second one. There is a limit to how far you can say, hello. So at that point, I said, this one is no more. It's time to take this thing up. Me, I believe in prayer. So I said, Lord, I hand over the case to you. All I was saying now is just get out of my house. Get out of my house. Then one day my agent comes and says, sir, there's an issue. We have a citation from the state. A citation is when the state writes you a letter to say you have committed a crime. Maybe you didn't cut your grass, or there's too much dustbin in front of your house. So they will write you a citation to come and pay. So they say we should come and pay. That there is a citation that our house have asbestos. He now went to report to government and lied against us. So I said, but it's a lie. He said, yeah, but they got a report, so they will follow the report until. I said, but we have not even been able to enter the house for over 2 years. Didn't you say I've told them? But I said, okay, what do they say? We have to pay the money first before we even argue, or else the money will be increasing. So we had to go and pay almost $2,000. On the late you saw. They return the money later after like 8 months after all the things to say, okay, so we send them all the certificate of free, proof of this, proof of that. She now went to another organization again to collect money. Government created another opportunity for people that are going through trouble to come out. She now went to apply for that one again. And as God will have it, me, I started praying, oh Lord, I hand over the case to you. Fight my battle. I'm in Nigeria. I can't go to America. They say there's third wind, second wave, third wave. I can't be doing COVID test 1, COVID test 2, COVID test to go. You remember that time? Even the test is even more expensive than ticket. I said, let me see that. I know they go anywhere. This case is in your hand. Then one day I got a call from my office. Sir, we got a call from an organization now. They want to confirm whether one Mrs. something is our tenant. We don't know him, sir. Do you know him? I said, I know how. What did they say they want? Somebody know that she's collecting money from them. That she says she's owing for rent. And she needs their help. So they want to release the money, but they need to confirm from us whether she's truly our tenant. I say call them back. That she's our tenant, oh. But she collected money from federal, she chop am. Collected money from state, shop am. So this one, please, they should not give it to her, oh. That give them our lawyer's number. They should send it to our lawyer, let them do. So when they call, they say, no, what? You mean she's collected money? That's fraud. This is fraudulent. You can't collect money from government and spend it. And now they came to that. The application she wrote is that she doesn't have a job, nobody to help her, and she's owing, and the landlord is threatening her. That's so. Are you sure what you're saying? Because if we take this up, she will end up in jail. They call me again and say, take her up. She's in jail now, 4 years imprisonment. It's not me that sent her to jail. Government sent her to jail for defrauding. That's how I got my house back. So investigate the what? The investment itself. Number 6. Verify all claims. Verify. There are legal and social strategies for verification. Verify all claims. Now listen, you know that people are so lazy now that even if you tell them a lie, they won't go and check. That's how lazy we have become. We just believe everything. Hello? So when somebody says, oh, we did this, we did this, we did that. I do that a lot. I was telling them in the board meeting this week. I said, do you know that there is a place in Lekki, a studio that is private jet studio, where they do video and it will be as if they're inside a private jet. So most of the things you see on social media, this one has private jet, that one has private jet, is a lie. They don't have any private jet. There's a studio where they do the video, they take pictures, they do the movie. It's a private jet studio with the window, with pilots, everything. Verify or claim. So if somebody tells you I'm 32, go and check. Hello? A marriage ended in the Ikeja registry when they were filling the form and the girl wrote 38 and the guy is 30 years old. Say, well, why are you writing? He said, no, I'm 38. He said, no, you said 20. He said, no, I'm 38. No, 28. 28. 28. 38. That's why they might say, I can't marry somebody older than me. You say you're 28, I'm 30, you're 28. Why come you're 38, I'm 30, you're 28. Verify or claim. If somebody tells you I finished from Yaba Tech, go and check. Everything they say, just go and verify. And once you identify one lie, don't bother. Hello? They say, I went to Toronto, I went to Chicago, I went to Orlando. Anything they say, verify. Hello? Do you know that many people that tell you that this is their address, that's not their address. It's their uncle's address, it's their sister's house. They don't live there. So verify. Everything they claim, just go and verify. And finally, number 7, before I move to the investment plan part. Am I good on time? Okay. Number 7. This is not a religious conference, but you are either in the secret cult or you are in the secret place. So if you like, doubt it to your peril. The 7th way to know is what we call the secret code. Download from the secret place. The secret code is what download. So whether it is Ifa that you want to worship, or Rumila, or Hala, or Jesus, anyone, that's your life, that's your business. But whatever you claim to worship, even if it's a Shulombo, go and ask Ish to guide you. Hello. Whatever you worship, talk to them. That's the secret code. Why? Because there are things that can never be discovered in the natural. Everything can look good on paper and it, but the God that knows the future knows that COVID is coming. The God that knows the future knows that the man is going to die and 40 million will hang. Hello? God. The God that knows the future knows that one day you will need to pay 120 and will tell you don't sell again. Keep the remaining for future. Hello? So now you still have like 400 plus sitting down. What if you have sold everything? God. So anything you want to do, every investment is not your own. Every investment, it might even be a good investment, but God said, I don't want you to be a part of that. So check your spirit. Are you at peace? You hear people say, my God's feeling, whatever you want to call it. Something told me, however you want to call it, but just be sure that there is a release to do it. So let me now go to global investment opportunities. One of the things that has helped me as an individual on my own journey is that I learned very early about multiple streams of income. And I learned very early about real estate investment. And I learned very early about investing in foreign currencies. Now I can say, oh, send money from London, send money from America. Why? Because there is something there producing money. Hello? If they told me that Nigeria will be what it is today, I will tell you, yes, it will be. Because we have known. I've been telling people for years now that dollar is going to cross 1,000. Let's begin to invest. They say, now it has happened. They are now saying, what next? I say, same thing I'm telling you. We are not there yet. Because what you don't know is that in this country, what goes up? Hello? There was a time when dollar was 1 naira to $2. In 1969, 1 naira was $2. Into the 70s, early 70s, our money was stronger than dollars, which was 1 pound to 1 naira. I was alive when dollar was 12 naira to 1 naira. 12 naira to $1. I knew when it was 22. I knew when it was 40. Buhari no lọ from 22 to 40. Hello? In 2014, it was 162. 2014, LME. By 2015, it went to 550, came down and settled around 3 something. And that's how it has been going up and down. So question. I had a meeting last year. A man came there from Ilorin, an elderly man. He was almost crying because he had billions in his accounts in Nigeria and he was using dollar to think that, with this money. But before it's very high, dollar went from 4 something to 7 something and all his naira. I started investing in properties abroad, buying land and houses abroad. And abroad, rent is every month. Yeah, it's per month. All those that are jackpotting right now, your 1 month rent in London is your 2 years rent in Nigeria. Now, in London now, people cannot pay rent anymore. Hello? In my own house, I have 3 people sharing in my own house. They are paying correct money every month. I'm here. So, penthouse. And the ground floor is my office. I have warehouse at the back, so it's multi-purpose office, house plus income. Hello? So the investment opportunities I want to talk to you about are not Nigerian investment opportunities. They are global, that will give you foreign currency. Because let me tell you something. Imagine that I have people today that are so grateful. They just thank me. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. I have a small girl that was doing just side business. Daddy me law school. Can you go say both your law school? We shall share on power. Can you okay, you know what? Just be buying dollar. That's what I told her about 7 years ago. Every time you have money, kojo, ra $10, kojo, ra $20, kojo, ra $100. So she do me say come off sibe. That small girl now will call me for, hey daddy, $100 okay, you check in tap money she being quiet. Hey no, mo koko lotin kole lole. Feel me. Hello. So she called me about 2 months ago. Sir, all of you want 1,000. All of you want 1,000. Shaking lotta. All of you want 1,000. That was the first time I decided to ask her, hello, Ganga. Loni. Maybe 13,000. You want you need that? Daddy. 2011 so I didn't even know it was that long. 2011 what you quite 13 you know what? Oh later. So I now told her say one say surely 10,000 no I'm a fishing in America. So 3 to kushi feel me, but 10 years I'm a fishing in America. Because to buy tansi what tasinara what to know. So Kawak beg Los America so that our man produce $1. That's the next time we're going to do. So at that point, tell me not about the low money, but you see was administrative charge. Wow. Hello. You know why? I am very open. I tell you because in my mind I just thought someone to know to it. And she has never given me anything before. Not even 5 naira, not even happy birthday, daddy. So that's how you will sit down there, come and low. So if you have that, it's time for me to collect. Since you didn't bring it by honor, through prophetic, I will collect it professionally through service charge. So let me talk to you about 3 opportunities to explore. Number 1, real estate. You can buy cheap properties that will bring you dollars. And because of time, I'll just talk about 3 places. Number 1, Rwanda. Rwanda. Kigali, Rwanda. There's an estate in Rwanda owned by a Nigerian, 5,000 housing units. I've been there. So let me just give you information so that you can go and do your research. Qatar Airways is one of the top airlines in the world. And in order for you to travel with Qatar Airways, they will first take you to Doha before you can now go to anywhere. They don't do connecting flights. You can't book to say, I want to do Lagos, Doha. No, you must go there. And for years, they have been looking for the African hub. Because you first go to Asia before you go to. So if you are going to London 6 hours, you first do 6.5 hours to Doha, and now do 9-10 hours back to London. So they have been looking for a way. So they have now finally years ago chosen Rwanda. So they are building an international airport in Rwanda that is the hub. So anytime you are flying out of Africa, you don't go to Asia anymore. You go to Rwanda first. Then from Rwanda, you go to wherever you are going to. This Nigerian man had bought land in that place for years. Nothing was happening. And they positioned the airport across the river from his land. He retired from Chevron and they put money together and he's been waiting. And now that he's the owner of the land, the Rwanda government said, this land that you have is very prime and we cannot take your land because it's your land. Can we work together? So the government did the road, they did the lights, they did the water, they did everything. I was there, so it's not, I have all the documents, so I won't tell you what I've not investigated. Hello? So he started building. Those building the airport, they are bringing over 4,000 people from Asia to come to the place to be building and constructing. They need a place to sleep. So the Qatari government now comes to the guy and says, we hear you are the owner of that land. Can you please build 2-bedroom, 3-bedroom for us? We will guarantee you that we are going to rent it for you for the next 10 years. Hello? So 2-bedroom, $800. We'll give you $800 every month, but we'll pay you per annum. 3-bedroom, $1,000. So the guy begins to build. So right now, if you want to buy a 2-bedroom in that place, it's $50,000. So with $50,000, you get $800 every month, but they pay you upfront every year. So January they pay you. Now listen. That $50,000, when did we go? 2021. When we went in 2021, that $50,000 is very small. But now look at what has happened. When I was in the bus on the way back, I told people, me, I'm buying 2. All the people that say we'll buy. When they got to Nigeria, they say something came up. Now they're all regretting it. Because dollar has shot. So what $50,000 was now is now 2.5 times in less than 2 years. Hello? So $50,000. You say, Pastor, I wish I have $50,000. That's why we are here to help you. You don't need $50,000. You need 5 people to bring 10,000 together. 10 of you to do for 5,000. Hello? So if 10 of you come together and do for 5,000, what do? You buy. Every month you get 800, but they will do it per annum. So that means every month you share 800 by 5. At least you'll be collecting something. And it will continue to grow. Number 2, you can buy cheap properties in America. Because of the changes, it used to be as cheap as 50,000, but now you need between 70,000 to 100,000. You can still get the property for 30,000, 25, 35, but the money we use to repair it will be another like 30. So let's just say fully finished, that you just plus tenants. So if you want that, America. So anything from 70,000 and above, we have. There is even one now, it's 85,000. There is tenants inside. The tenant is paying 1,001 every month. Oh, I don't have 80,000. 8 of you should come together. 16 of you should come together. That is what is called fractional ownership. London. The United Kingdom is beyond London. Hello? We have London, Scotland, Wales, Ireland, Northern Ireland. Everything is all part of. So when you say house is expensive, there are houses of £35,000 in London or in the United Kingdom. 40,000, 50,000. Hello? By this time next week, I'm doing a conference in the UK. The Global Real Estate World Summit UK. People have registered. It's £1,000 per person. They are going to gather like this, 1,000, 1,000. To come and hear me teach them in London how to do. Hello? Now listen. Oh, I don't have £50,000. 5 of you can do 10,000. 10 of you can. See, if you don't start now, that's how you will. In 10 years time, get my head there somewhere. So start saving money. Start. Which kind of useless friends are you doing? When you don't have friends that are wealthy people planning well together. Hello? If we are truly friends, we should begin to cooperate and see how we can synergize and build wealth together. Number 2, franchise. Dino Melaye is a Nigerian politician, but Dino Melaye is a billionaire. And I can tell you for free, even though many of you think every politician is a thief, one of the major things that brings money into the life of Dino Melaye is the McDonald's franchise that he bought in America years ago. Every month, the money that enters his pocket from that business can make you faint. Hello? There are franchises in America you can buy today with less than $50,000, less than $100,000, and you will own it in America, and you'll be making good money. I'm hosting a conference in Atlanta next year, 29th and 30th of March. That's Good Friday and Easter Saturday. It's $3,000 per person at the Hilton in Atlanta. One of the things I'm showing them is the franchising masterclass. Hello? So, all this rich in Naira, you are poor. If we change all your money to pounds, and many of you now, you want your children to go and study abroad. During COVID, people repatriated their children back to Nigeria. Hello? Because they couldn't pay school fees anymore in pounds and in Naira, in dollars. So now, you are not even married. No, imagine your lifetime now, dollar has gone to 1,000. By the time your own child now becomes, maybe dollar will be 1 million naira to $1. And now so that they talk. God will always forbid, but life will permit. There are many things that God has forbidden that is happening. Because human being permitting. So it's the act of men, not the act of God. Hello? Did you get anything from that? Franchising. So there are all kinds of franchises. And then, number 3, investments in other people's businesses. Investing in other people's businesses. I'm not talking of Nigeria, I'm talking of abroad though. Everything I'm saying is abroad so that you can make money in foreign currency. Investing in other people's businesses. During COVID, I noticed something. Until 2020, I did not have any investments in medical field. None. All my investments were in different things. I didn't do anything in the medical field. But during COVID, I kept hearing essential services, essential services. These people are walking around. How they want to be? So there's something essential about this health, you know. So I made up my mind that now I need to look into health issues where I can invest. And then I discovered that chemists makes a lot of money. All those chemists you see, they make a lot of money. Most drugs does not expire for 3 to 4 years. The expiry date is 3 years, 4 years. I said, I didn't know until 2020. So I started investigating. That's how I went into the business. I said, no wonder we have this pharmacy, that pharmacy. Okay, so I called all the people that are medical. I said, are you ready to do chemist? I will sponsor you. You have pharmacy. I'll be the investor. You'll be the owner. So that's how we started going into health issues. And when I traveled abroad, I started investigating to find out also. And last year, no, not last year, in April, I was privileged to be in a high-level meeting with some top people in the U.S. in a state called Ohio. And we had a breakfast. Some 2 governors from Nigeria were there. Some big people, franchise owners, multi-millionaires and billionaires in America. And they were talking about their challenges of coming to invest in Nigeria. So after we finished everything, I said, well, I have a proposal for you people. All of you are talking of the problem of coming to invest in that, but you are all billionaires making money. What of us coming to invest in your business in America so that we can also chop part of your money? So you people should go and do something and come up with a product that is not more than $10,000. I have boys, I have people that if all of us put $10,000 together, we can give you $1 million. And then all of us will be chopping from your money too. So right now, which is the one I want to give to that girl, we have a medical investment opportunity in America right now with a Nigerian billionaire that already has outlets and is making his money. But because of what I said, they have now agreed, he has gone to his body, have agreed that they will now open more outlets. Will bring more money, they open. So they'll be opening outlets and they'll be giving us 10% return every year. Abroad, you can't get more than that. Most is 6%, 7%, so. But they have guaranteed 10% return every year. The minimum investment is $10,000. So if you put $10,000 there now, and every year, not did I say every month? No, every year. Every year you'll be getting 10%. That's 1,000 every year. Now, you are part of the business, but at least that's forever. Will just be called. Then one day you can decide you want to pull out another stuff. So that's 10. That's the one I want to put that girl into. So you have about 10. Put her inside. So that's the third one I want to talk to. So if you are interested, you can contact Sam. I'm still putting some things together because I want us to do a meeting with them. But I'm having a meeting with my billionaires conclave where I will share it. Then we'll now know how many people are interested. We'll now invite them to a Zoom meeting so that everybody can ask them questions direct. And then we'll show you all the documents. Do you get that? So those are 3 opportunities. Number 1 is what? Real estate, Rwanda, America, London. Number 2, franchising. And then number 3, the medical opportunity. I will answer your question after the next session. Get the book, and I'll also be autographing some books for those that buy. God bless you.
Is that how much you can appreciate, Doctor?
Wow. I didn't even know what to say. But that was very, very, very insightful. Remember some of it, there are some subtle things that Doctor mentioned in the course of his conversation with us, or his teaching with us, where he mentioned investing across geographies, investing across currencies. So I remember for the first time I heard about, investing in dollars. It sounded very interesting. And I said, okay, let me try. So I started buying dollars. First time I bought dollars was $350 in 2019, and I was so excited. When I got to $1,000, it was like I wanted to collapse. I said I could not go. I could not go further, and so I didn't. I just stopped there. I was like, 350,000 naira. It's okay. Let me invest in naira. And fast forward now, I did not even stress. I did not labor. I did not do anything. The $1,000 is 1 million naira. 2019, I felt so good. I wish somebody encouraged me to, keep on doing it. No, God. Maybe I would have had 30,000 by now, and I'll be part of people that say, sir, I can do that medical. Just to think that I bought the same dollars yesterday for 1,000. Wow. Please, that's why they say consistency is good. Don't start and stop. So what we have heard now, please don't just be hearers, like I mentioned initially. Let's do it. If it's every month, just tell yourself, I'm going to buy $100 every month. I'm going to buy $100 every month. I'm going to buy $100. Just like that. See, the lady was saving, and she didn't even know when she got to $13,000. That's how it will look like. That's why they say little drops make an ocean. And that's why they say wealth sometimes will take time. It doesn't come as fast, but more, the money you have would attract more money. That's why rich people get richer, because they have something to leverage. But when they tell us about it, we start thinking. Because honestly, as I was sitting there and doctor was saying, if you have $10,000, I say, when will I have this $10,000 like this? But then that also now, brings to your consciousness the kind of friends that you have. Do you have 10 friends that have $1,000 that you can say, guys, let's come together, let's do this? Do you have those kind of friends? Okay, so our ushers are sharing a flyer that also doubles as a raffle entry. So we're going to be having a raffle here, and there will be amazing prizes for people who get that raffle or who wins eventually. Please don't forget to take advantage of this opportunity. Doctor cannot speak about everything that he knows. He will just, pick on some of them and speak on it. But his material, this intellectual property, would give you insight into so many things. So many things. It's the book for wealth creation. In fact, I was surprised when I heard Apostle Joshua Selman say they used this book in the School of Ministry in their manual. I was like, wow, Apostle Joshua Selman too knows that something is inside this book. So at that time I told myself I have to read it again because there must be something they are seeing that I'm not seeing. The same thing, opportunities come in products as well. So this is an opportunity for you, to gain access. And also endeavor to follow Dr. Olumide Emmanuel on social media and turn on your notification so that every time there's a class, every time there's a teaching, some of us, this is the best that we're ever going to get closest to him. Some of us will have the opportunity for one-on-one conversations or transactions. But before you get there, at least eat and feed on the so many information that he has to offer you. And this is free on social media. Before you start paying for the invoice or paying for the fee that a lot of us cannot afford right now, but very soon you'll be able to afford it with the free information that is online, because we know that information are in circles. There's some information that would never come out. It's not for the masses. They're for privileged gathering, and this is one of those opportunities. But then for you, that one thing I learned from my boss, because I'm a banker, one thing I heard from my boss was that every time you information made public, just know that they've sealed the deal and the real people that owns the deal have finished it in private. They just leave the crumbs for the masses. Please endeavor to go beyond just being the masses and move into premium. If you're also a premium banking customer, you know that if you're a premium customer, you don't go to the banking hall that everybody goes to. In fact, for the financial institution I work for, you have a special branch. It doesn't have the signage because people that the service is for, they know themselves. They don't shout. They don't need to put the signage. Welcome to this so bank. No, the people that the service is for, they know. We send them special emails. This is your new branch. We bring the card to your house. When you come for financial services, we give you manicure and pedicure while they are processing your transaction. Is that serious? For you to know that there's really, the way the heaven is far from the earth, that's how riches is far from poverty. So please, we deserve a better life, but then it starts with making the most of the financial information that we get here. Okay, so I'm going to be taking us through Nigeria's first and only real estate founders negotiation software, the Fund Real Estate software. So I'll just be doing a demo. I'm so sorry for our inability to showcase this on that screen. But I just really hope that we can listen one way. Or I don't know if maybe an usher can move with a laptop for us to see on this end. We're sorry for that. Okay, so for my audience, I think I'll just wait to buy more time for our audience here so that I don't leave you behind. But I hope you've gotten value for our time so far. If you've gotten value for your time so far, say yes. Wow, I'm super proud of us. So please fill the raffle ticket. I'm sure it has. If you don't have a raffle ticket, please raise your hand so that our delectable ushers would give you. Okay, so it means that we all have the ticket. Okay, and so this ticket is meant to spur you to action. Not just for us to look at it and, just feel it. It's meant to spur you to action. So you have where you fill your name, your phone number. If it's your WhatsApp number, you can put it in brackets there, WhatsApp, so that we'll be able to reach you. Have you negotiated? Yes or no? Have you founded? Yes or no? So have you negotiated is on the Fund Real Estate website that would be showcased to each and every one of us. You'll be asked to put in an amount. And then when it is agreed upon, when the developers like it, that is when we now request for you to fund. And then how long are you funding for? This has to do with duration. Are you doing 6 months? Are you doing 12 months or 1 year? Are you doing 18 months? You want to state that explicitly. And then how much interest? Now, the very interesting thing about fund real estate, that's why we said is the first and only real estate founders negotiation software. You determine how long you want to keep your money for. You are also telling us how much you want to earn. And I'm sure you should know that we've learned today that you should not be greedy. So some of you put 1 million naira, you put 6 months, you now say 70%. Fear God. So this is just me. I don't know how much you want to put, how much interest you want, maybe 70% or 10%. But I'm just telling you, be true to yourself. I'm sure a lot of us, maybe not a lot of us, but some of us saw when Ilebaye won BBN and she won 120 million naira, and fintech started jumping at her and say, we can give you this, come and invest your money with us. And it became a battle because other fintech came up and say, anybody offering you something more than the treasury bill, you should be afraid of that. So I don't know how much treasury bills go for. We have 91 days, we have 180 days, and we have 364 days. But the truth is, real estate is that platform that can give you much more than treasury bills. That's if we even know what some of us know what treasury bills are. But I'm sure our parents will know because they are the ones who are, always risk averse and saying, the sovereign cannot default. Something that doctor said is, there's no investment that is risk-free. They'll tell you, if you invest with government, buy bonds, buy bills, nothing will happen. I'm sure we saw the case of Ghana. A country went bankrupt and they defaulted on their euro bonds. The financial institution I work for, we lost 36.5 billion naira investing in Ghanaian euro bonds. The Fugas together lost 280.4 billion naira for investing in a country. So countries can fail you. So there's really no investment that has no risk. So please, that's where the God factor is. Let me buy Eurobond. Let me buy treasury bills. God is the biggest insurer of all investments. That's why you need to have the secret code. So it means you need a relationship with him, right? Okay, so I think we are ready. Yes. Okay, so this is the first interface that you're going to see when you log on to www.fundrealestate.ng. If our hands are not too busy, you have an internet service provider that you've paid for, you bought a bundle, bought data, you would see this. We have an app for it as well, but before you go to the App Store, iOS or all of that, we can do it on the web. So if you go straight to it, this is a sort of interface that you're going to see. Please, can we move to the next slide, please? Please, are we doing this so that if there's any any clarification that you need, we can put you through on the spot? Don't say when I get home. Remember that our father just told us, the doctor just told us that some people wanted to buy Rwanda, and now the price has changed. The price has not changed, but exchange rate has happened to us, right? Okay, so these are the features. Now, it's very important for us to know these features because they give you some sort of credibility. They show you that it's not just a platform. You know how they tell you how you know the difference between a credible website and a non-credible website is you see HTTPS. That S stands for secured. But if it's an unsecured website, you just see HTTP without the S. So you are going to flee that. So some of the features that we added when we're creating this platform with you in mind is we ensure that there's data security, that your data is highly secured. I'm sure that we'll know that since the pandemic and all, one of the cybercrime incidents that we've had a lot is identity theft, data breaches, and then it has led to the rise of data protection and all of that. Even the Nigerian government also had to do NDPR, data protection for Nigerians, because globally GDPR is a big thing. And if you, as an organization, default on this, because we are telling you to bring your money, and asking you to bring your money is beyond you just giving us the currency. We're trying to earn your trust. And that's why we have to put all of this credibility in place. If we fail this, one of the fines that you get from the government is as much as 2% of your revenue, not your profits. You know, revenue is the whole money. Profit is after you're subtracted. So if you know that your fine is going to be as high as 2%, then you really don't want to gamble with people's lives. So your data security is one thing that we have in mind when we were creating this. I'm trying to look up the slides on my phone since this is acting up. Sorry for the delay. Okay, so the next is funders' privacy. So you have your privacy. We prioritize your information and it's confidential. We will not say because we know you brought your friend, we'll now tell your friend, you put 10% and your friend said 20%. No, it's confidential. It's between you and us. We're not revealing your information to any person. And then this user, we try to make sure that the user interface is as friendly as it can be. And if you think it's unfriendly, we are very open to suggestions for improvement, because the largest room on earth is the room for improvement. So if there's something that is not convenient for you, it might be convenient for the Gen Zs, it might be convenient for the millennials, but we are also considerate of the other generations. So if you see something, a language that doesn't sound clear to you or something, please feel free, let us know. But to the best of our knowledge and expertise at the moment, we think that we've done something that is good enough for you. And then reliability. You can count on our software to deliver optimal performance at all times. I know that this is a tall order because even our banks, we fail you sometimes. And we will try our best. But we can assure you, so far, we are reliable. You can count on us to know that if you funded and on your dashboard you're supposed to see 1 million naira, you will not wake up and see 100 naira. You would see what you're supposed to see per time. So we are reliable and we are also transparent. We would let you know everything. Your dashboard is like your account statement. You see when your activities are moving. So it helps you to monitor your progress. You see how your duration is going, when it's going to mature, everything that you need to see. You will see it as and when due. So how it works. So are we with our phone? Are we with our phones? If you can go to the website, please go to the website. Just to interact with it. Just so that you have a first-hand interaction with it. You might not necessarily have decided if you want to fund now and all. You might not be able to get to the end, do it end to end, but at least you have an idea of how it goes. And if you have any questions, we're ready to answer. So you click on. First, if you have not even created an account, you need to log in. You need to create an account. Very simple steps. It's done in 2 minutes. Your name, your phone number. I did not memorize it, but I'm trying to remember how it's supposed to be. Your name, your phone number. I don't know if your email is there, but then you're supposed to now create a password. Please, don't make your password things that are susceptible to breach. Something that someone close to you can decipher. Say, this is my friend. He likes Samsung. He's using Samsung 36. Let's put 36. Things that people can easily guess. Make it complicated. Use uppercase, use lowercase, and also make you. And then you can have a password manager where you can save it that is just known to you and maybe the next person that you trust in life, because life can happen. People can have access to your wealth at least. So how it works, for those of us that have created, I think we have bought us enough time. For those of us that have created our interface, you see a place where it says new funding. So you click on it. And then you see products. There will be a drop down. If there are multiple products, there will be a drop down. If there are no multiple products, you just see the products that is there. And then you put your duration. Okay, one thing that doctor mentioned was that when you come to meet him and say you want to invest, he would ask you how much, and then he would ask you what is your investment goal. What exactly are you investing for? And this is so that you don't mismatch, because some of us have obligations that we need to meet up with in the next 2 years, so that you don't go and write 4 years when you're supposed to do 2 years or 6 months, or just so that you are not in debt even when you are rich, right? So put your duration, put the amount. The least amount you can put for fund real estate is 200k, 200,000 naira, and then you put your interest rate. Okay, I think 10% is fair, or I think 20%. It's up to you. Why not? If you put it and the developers like it, they would accept it. So the interest rate is up to you. Any amount. If you put 100% there, maybe it's the angel that will approve it, but you never can say. And we also reject it. Rejection is allowed. We can tell, we will not abuse you. We'll just tell you reject, or sorry, we do not like this, or we want you to make a review of your interest. And then other conditions, if there are any special terms and conditions that you want, you can also state it there to say, I really want to leave this money maybe for 2 years, but in the case of an emergency, please, can I? All of those conversations, that is how flexible we are. And then agree with the terms. And so once we accept your offer, so you place, immediately you put up a negotiation. You won't be able to do any other thing. So our developers back end will look at this, they will review it, they'll do their due diligence as well. And then they'll say, because we can see some money we are scared of. Someone can go and write 6 billion. Sorry. We are not rejecting money, but there are some monies that will shock you, that some people are really putting there, like, where did this person see this money? This was so we're also trying to be careful. As much as we want to make money, we are also very interested in the source of money, that we are not the one that will collect and will not be able to sleep, or will now have to start working overtime just to meet up with your interest rates. Because you put 6 billion naira, you really want something tangible. You can put 5%. It looks like 5% is small, but 5% of 6 billion is different from 5% of 500,000. So be calming down, please. Okay, so once we accept, then we can now proceed. As soon as we accept your negotiation, to show you that this is safe, we give you a collateral. We give you a collateral to back up that amount that you've put. So if you negotiated for, say, 30 million naira, we give you a property worth 30 million naira, so that if we're not even able to pay your money, you can sell that. We give you the books too, or we give you the deed of assignment or C of O, whatever title is attached to that document. We give it to you, so that if we can't give you your money, you know you have a property that you can sell to get back your money. That is how. Have you ever seen that in Nigeria? There's none like it. We are the brightest and the best. You know, we go ahead of you. We think of these things. It's inspired by the Spirit of God. This is the prophetic dimension. Speaking like my father. Please, let's welcome our convener, Samorija, as he, explains the rest of this process. He would show us how the collateral allocation works. Please don't forget to buy this book. It says that where you will be in the next 5 years is a function of the association and the books that you read. Don't be reading only Dislover, Instablog, all those. Don't read. I didn't say don't read it. I said don't read only and just the Bible. God has blessed people with wisdom so that they can adapt it to our situation, and then they've put together materials that you can't pay for on a normal day. You can't pay for their time to hear Pastor Olumide read this book to you. But then you can get this book for a token of 20,000 naira. If you had bought it 2 years ago, you won't buy it 20,000 naira. It's because you didn't buy it 2 years ago. So now you buy it. Then I think it was 10,000 naira when I bought my own, but now it's 20,000 naira. If you don't buy it this year, you will buy it next year, and you don't know, maybe it's 50,000 naira. So please buy it now, and God bless you. And I think I need to explain this. I'm sorry, sir. This Jubilee Pack. Now, the Jubilee Pack has 4 books and a CD. They said that the secret of men are in their journeys. So Pastor Olumide, Dr. Olumide, please understand. He has documented the secret of his journey in an audio program here. For all of the books, Betting a New Nigeria, How to Increase Your Value in the Marketplace, and 50 Common Money Mistakes. Please, that's 4 books and 1 CD for 10,000 naira. Sir, the price has not changed. Okay, discounted, you see. Pastor is very generous because I know I bought this pack and I bought it 10,000 naira and it's still 10,000 naira. And I can assure you, for some of us that work here, when I bought this book, this pack, the first one I read was how to increase your value in the marketplace because I really wanted to be valuable. Because money follows value. If I have value, they will give me more money. So some of us were pursuing money, but you don't have value. You say, oh God, I just want to meet with Dangote. When the Dangote comes now, you really cannot even do an elevator pitch of 1 minute because you've not practiced it. So when I bought this book, this was the first book I read, and honestly, I got promoted. I will not tell you what I read in the book, but read it. And I even made a LinkedIn post on the 50 money mistakes. I mentioned only 5. You see how people were hailing me like I have sense. I actually have sense, but I learned it from my past. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Stella. That's the secretary of our cooperative society. So I want to welcome you guys to the Real Estate Funders Cooperative because none of you are going here without joining. We have spent money, we are about to collect your money now. So what all she said was on the flyer. Please let's look at our screen. If you are online, please go and create your own account so that you can also follow us and see how seamless this operation is from wherever you are in the world. And I'm also going to be doing collateral allocation for a few clients. Some of them are here today, so that you can see that after you have done documentation, your funding, you will get the collateral. Then for other clients, because of privacy, and also I don't want you people to know how much you have collected yet, we will do that for clients on Zoom tomorrow night. Okay, on Zoom tomorrow night. Mowe Town, we have inspection next week, Saturday, but it will be communicated to you in due time. So if you look at the dashboard, I will be here, but those of you here, look at your screen there. You can see that John Ojotunde is a funder. You know, when you listen to top radio, investment is a different thing. Don't do that kind of investment, though. For those of you that know what I'm talking about. I'm lucky of you. Okay. All right. So here's the dashboard. You have 4 items that are major here: new funding, ongoing negotiation, ongoing funding, and rejected negotiation. So if you want to start a new transaction, you want to fund a project, you click on new funding. The green button there, just beside refer and earn. And once you have a negotiation ongoing, maybe they have not accepted your money, or you people are still doing back and forth with the negotiation, it will be in ongoing negotiation. Once they have accepted your negotiation and you are funded, it will start reading in ongoing funding. If they reject your fund, it will be in rejected funding. So click on new funding. Let's start a transaction. Let's start a transaction. So for those of you that have been with us for the past quarter, we fund only 1 project per quarter currently, because of our membership. We are still growing our membership. We're over 1,500 now. By the time we get to 5,000 and everybody's doing 1 million and everything, we can be able to start funding several projects simultaneously, so that we don't have abandoned projects in different places. We are currently working now on Paradise by Almond County, Mowe Town. Scroll down, please. It's a 30 acres estate within estate project, and it's coming at a very, very good deal. Now, this estate is already fully fenced, CFO, everything is available, all the due diligence that she said, and also that Papa has mentioned about. Initial phase needed 900 million, and we are starting this particular project today for the next 3 months till the end of the year. Okay, so, and one thing that I learned from the past project that we did is that people that invested early got a better deal, because they got a better deal. I don't need to tell you the reasons why. And in our cooperative, you fund projects under your own terms and conditions. So this is how you do it. Go to select funding plan. My terms and condition. Come down. Stay. So you input the amount. So let's say 2 million. No, 5 million, because there's already 2 million there. Let's say 5 million. Okay. How many percent interest, sir? It's a demo account. Don't be afraid.
20%.
20%. 20%. Just type 20. Don't 20%. Yeah. Duration. How many months should we collect 20% for?
1 year.
12 months. 12 months. Now, if you have other requests, you can put it there. Especially for those of you that are bringing in hundreds of millions, you can be able to negotiate other requests. Then come down and negotiate. Click on negotiate. So stay there. Scroll down. It shows you the order of activities. Now your offer has been taken noted of October 7 by this time. We are waiting for the developer to respond. Now all of us here are a cooperative of investors. Your money is going to enter the cooperative account. Then we will not take it to the developer's account. Do you understand? You are not giving me money. Please note that. Okay? So the developers will respond. They can either accept your proposal, reject your proposal, or renegotiate it based on what they feel is obtainable at the time of your own funding, the time your request came in. So you can negotiate today and get a deal. You negotiate tomorrow is a different deal. Two of you can negotiate at the same time and they'll get different deals with different amounts. After that, you can now go to interview and verify. I will still show you interview and verify the developer. All the documents that we said it has CFO. The interview can be done online or offline. I will show you how it's done here. Online or offline. And if you have interviewed developer before, you don't need to interview if you want to fund again. You can skip to funding. It is also, the application is also available. Or if you disturb yourself about the interview process, just skip to funding and go to fund project. By the time you get to that level, the account number will drop and you'll be able to pay into the account and it gets ongoing funding. So let's take a scenario. Let's go to negotiations. Click on negotiations. And let's see the scenario that John Ojetunde did. So come down. So this is the 5 million we just did. So that one, of course, developers are, today is Saturday now. So let's take the first one. You click on this I button, the I button. Damilola, the I button of the 1 million. Click on it, please. Who is on the system? Is it Dario or who? Come down, come down, come down. There's the last transaction. There's a button that looks like I. Green, yes. To Dabioju. Maybe I say Yoruba now, I go speak now. All right. So this particular offer was rejected. You can see status. The reason for rejection: thank you, Long John, for your offer. The funding period has closed when this offer came in. Please retry when the new period opens in 15 days. This was the reason for rejection. So you cannot proceed here. Okay? So that particular transaction has gone. So go back. Let's look at another scenario. Go back. Close that. Click the second one, the second I button. Are we also good there? We are good there, right? So this particular transaction was accepted. Can you see? It was accepted. So now that it's accepted, you can now book interview with the developers. Scroll down, please scroll down. This was the developer of the last project. You can book an online interview or an on-site office interview. If you book an online interview, you choose the date of the month, of the day you want to do that, and the time. Please stick to it. Because once you click on that and request schedule, the link, whether it is Google Meet or Zoom link that you chose, will be sent to the email that you put there. Are you with me? So once you do that, request for the CFO, that's the due diligence that they ask you to do. Right? Request for the CFO that you don't believe Samorija and fund real estate. Yeah. And do that by yourself. Or you can come down. Or you say you believe us, or you have done the interview before, skip to begin funding. Once you click skip to begin funding, they will approve at the back end and the account number will drop and you go. Let's take the last scenario where they renegotiate your offer. The last scenario where they renegotiate your offer. The second to the first one. No, yeah. The one of 2 million. On the other side, are we good? All right, good. So here, you have gone too fast. Please go up again. This particular offer was 2 million, 55%, 18 months. Look at what the developer said. Thank you. Here is our renegotiation based on what we estimate is viable at this time. 18 months, 40%. If this is satisfactory by you, kindly write us back within 40. You have 48 hours to respond. Are you with us? So scroll down. You can now enter your renegotiation terms. So, okay, I accept, or can you do 42%? Do you understand? But don't be playing with developers. They will just, some of you will think it's toy now. You know, so once you are done with renegotiation, you move into interview and verification. Any questions here? I want to go to collateral now. Any questions here? No. Okay, there's time for question and answer actually. Is the geosat up? Okay, let's go to the geosat here. Let me see on that side. The collateral website. The collateral website. Next tab, the last tab. Yeah, select estates. Select estate name, yes. Heritage Meadows. Have you selected it? Okay, select the first one, Coast View. Coast View Meadows. Okay, so a few clients did a few amounts. I think for this one is wrong. Okay, so let's be on the same page, please. So let me put this one on this page. Give me a minute. Disconnect this. You said? Okay. Click on plot CM1. No. On the site itself. Is it on the site? No. On the land itself. CM1 on the land. Right click, yes, good. Let it bring the job down. Yes. Click on it again. Yeah. Okay, just stay there. I want to make sure that this one is connected that same way. So connect. For those online, I don't know if they can see what we are doing, but if you can't see what we are doing, just know that you can hear what we are saying. Why is the network slow like this now? Okay, I will come to you guys. You people have enjoyed small. Let me talk to my people here. So as you can see here, we have 3 clients. Now, how we allocate is based on, because we are funding with high-value landed property in several locations. We have locations for people that do below 1 million. We have locations for people that do above 5 million. Because, for example, now this particular estate is worth 25 million per plot. So it means that if you do, we can put 10 people on this plot at 2 million. Do you understand? Once they fund, we back it up with this. For any, because like you said, investment is risk and reward. For any kind of risk, as a member of the Fund Real Estate Cooperative, we are trying to help you protect that risk. Do you understand? Now, Mr. Fatai A is probably joining us online, is in the US, funded with 2 million. The estate is worth 25 million, a plot. 2 divided by 25, and it's 500 square meter. Times 500 square meter. That means it's backed by 40 square meter in that particular plot. Mr. Funsho S, funded with 1 million. 1 divided by 25, times 500 square meter is backed with 20 square meter on that particular plot. Now, if you want the entire plot, you do the entire money. Do you understand? Then Abayomi O is presently here. He didn't know that he has been allocated, but now he's seeing it. He paid 1 million and is backed by 20 square meter here. The entire square meter that we'll need here is 500 square meter. So this particular allocation is partially allocated. You can see that on the website. Partially allocated. Is that clear? So let me go to my people here. Okay, they saw it there too. Oh, fantastic. My job is done. So we have your raffle ticket. Let us know what you want to do. The first month, you can fill it now. We have welcome bonus worth of 500,000 naira that we are going to be giving some people today. So we can pieces it 100,000 for 5 or 50,000 for 10 based on what we see on your raffle when you submit it. But up next is the panel session for question and answer for any of the speakers session, whether it is myself, Barrister Sholakwe or Dr. Olumide Emmanuel. But for this particular thing that you have seen, have you ever seen it? Has it been done anywhere in Nigeria before? So please appreciate foreignrealestate.ng. Like I was talking to Papa yesterday, one of the reasons why real estate, see, we are joking, we have not started doing anything about housing in Nigeria. Very soon now, Lagos that we are meant to be doing up, our children are just looking at us like, what were you guys doing during your time? You know, the three key stakeholders that should solve the housing and real estate problem in Nigeria are facing their own problems. Government currently is facing certificates problem, facing facing health problems, healthcare problem, facing security problem, facing different kind of problems. That's the first stakeholder. Second stakeholder is the real estate development companies, developers that we are going to go and give money to. Ordinarily, many of these developers have viable projects, done everything, good plan, everything, but they don't have financing. Banks don't finance projects in Nigeria like that. We even have banks abroad financing Nigerian projects that are Nigerian banks in Nigeria. So, and finally, the investors like yourself, individuals like yourself, the problem that many of you have is not that you don't have the money, you have trust problem. Trust problem. Why we cannot solve the problem of the government, we can try to help to solve the remaining two, which is the trust issue, and that's why we have done collateral backing, and also help developers to provide finance to finish their own projects. Because housing is expensive in Lagos because why? There's more demand than supply. You will see houses that you wonder, why is the rent this high? If you don't take, somebody else to take, they don't have choice. They don't have choice. That's the reason why. So, I want to encourage all of us here to go ahead. If you have not joined the cooperative, go ahead and go to fundrealestate.ng, negotiate a transaction today, and also let us know what you want to do on the ticket so that we can be able to give some of us the welcome bonus that we deserve. All right, please give me a round of applause. It's time for panel session. Let's welcome MC Long John.
So please, let's appreciate Sam once again. Okay, please, ushers, you can collect the tickets from them. Thank you. So now, if you have questions for our speakers, you can either signify by a raise of hand, or if you have it written down, you can send them over to me. I'll read it out, and they'll answer your question. So we have Mrs. Sholakwe Bada, we have Dr. Olumide Emmanuel and Sam Orija. So if your question is directing to any one of them, or is directed to any one of them, then they will answer. So, who is going first? Okay, sir.
Yeah, good afternoon. My question is directed at Dr. Emmanuel. I've been hearing of you for some years now, and this is the first conference I've heard you speak, and honestly, I'm quite amazed. So, I just want to know, do you have a think tank or anything like a group or stuff that one can join so that one can get more of this?
So ask all the questions, then do it. Answer.
My question is also directed at Doctor. You mentioned 2-bedroom apartments in Rwanda. How much is it right now? I didn't get that.
Hello. I have two questions. One for the first speaker, and then the other one for Sam. The Magodo issue that you mentioned, I'm a bit interested. What do you think the final outcome will be? And then the question to Sam, what is Real Fund Estate benefiting for doing this, as in terms of finance? Let me explain further. You are financing other people's projects. So what are you gaining doing this? Thank you.
All right. Please, can someone help me get the mic? Okay. Please, can you come forward if you want to ask questions? So for picture and for video purpose.
Please help me.
Please, can you come forward?
Okay. Good day, everyone. Please, my question is, I had a seminar as well. Like, I forgot the name of the man, but it's like Dr. Lumile Emmanuel as well. So he was giving us a lecture and now said, it is foolish for you to, because when I was growing up, my parents told me that the first money you have, you should buy a land. So that was what was on my mind from at my early age. But the man was now saying another angle, which was, I read for a minute too. He said, when you are growing up, if you see any money, it's best for you to invest. Like if you say you want to build a house, by the time you build a house, maybe you buy land, by the time you now build the house, like 15 million, like maybe it costs like almost 7 or 8 years. That 15 million, if you have invested it at that time, it will have yield you more profit. So I'm not feeling bad. The money I used to build my house, and that house, so maybe I'm even using it. I have a place I'm staying, like my mom's house. I help her complete it. I'm not feeling free that house I'm even building, I've spent like almost 15 million or 10 million, and I've not even finished the house. Should I have invested it earlier before? It will have yield more money. So I'm now like, should I now sell the house and probably invest this? I'm now confused. I don't know if you can just explain better to me. I'm somewhat confused.
Thank you very much.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Yeah, so my question is this. I would like to know, what's the best possible way to spot opportunities? For example, we're talking about, Dr. Olumide talked about a project in Rwanda and all that. Yes, we come here to also do that, but are there things we need to know for us to be able to spot opportunities? And just, for example, what the banker lady talked about now, she said most adverts, most deals like that are already done. So how can we position ourselves in the right places to be able to spot those opportunities even before they come out? Thank you.
Thank you. Any other person? Okay, please. If you have your questions written down, please send them across to me so I can read.
Thank you. My question is, I came from all the way from Ogun State. So my question to Dr. Emmanuel, sir. My question is this. In Ogun State, there is this thing that is rampant. One family will stand up, they say they are the owner of the land. Another one will stand up and you're the owner of the land. After you do your due diligence and they say this is the person that owns it. After 10 years, another people now comes up to say they are the owner. What do you do? So.
Thank you.
Good afternoon. My question goes to, I think, the lawyer. I think I came in when she was about rounding up. I once had a scenario of a friend that works as in one of these maybe landowners, and actually seek my consent to get a friend that I know to help him chart the land, their land. And I just introduced and I left. So I called him later. I said, how far? What you went for? He said, I'm worried. I said, what happened? And he said that after the chatting, they said part of the land is free, the other one is forestry. I said, you guys didn't do your diligent work on it. He said, I wouldn't know. I just know we met, we have people that handles it, and at the end of the day, he got worried. So I tried to reach him since then. So when I met the lawyer talking about something similar to that, and I said, in case individual find himself in that you do your due diligence, you pay to the Omonile, the family, and probably you want to go further to get your documents, and you now went to go for chatting and discover that this is the outcome. how do you handle it? So that's my question.
Thank you very much. Any other person before our speakers react to all the questions? Okay, so I have one here, and this is directed to Doctor. He said, "Sir, I am one of your investors in some of your real estate, and I have completed money, and I have my documents, but due to some issues, I lost contact on how to follow up. Can you help me, sir?" Yeah, that's all. So who's going first?
Okay, so my question is simple and short. You want to know where we are making money from? Okay. Sorry, apologies. I thought there was a camera showing us. So your question is, what is in it for fund real estate? Money. Money is in it for fund real estate in it. So how we make the money inside, I'm not going to tell you. That's our trade secret. You want to go and engineer the company. So we are not. This is not an NGO. But largely is to encourage people to fund projects in Nigeria and also to encourage many people to start investing again. But definitely there are monies in it, and most of those monies are made before we come and put the products on the platform. I hope I answer your questions. All right. So let's welcome the barrister to answer us.
Thank you. Yes, for the Magodo case, negotiation is still ongoing. We have about close to 1,000 houses in Magodo Phase 2. Of course, people are not ready to lose their investment and houses. And even with people that are living there, we are not ready to leave the place. So negotiation is ongoing with the state governor. They are still on it. And there's some of the cases again, as in post-judgment execution in Supreme Court. Supreme Court is here to decide on that. But of course, largely, it's going to be negotiated, and of course, terms of settlement will be entered into. And everybody is happy at the end of the day. Okay. So, number 2. If part of land is under government acquisition, if a land is under government acquisition, it depends on the acquisition, if it is committed or non-committed. If it is non-committed acquisition, you can always approach the government. They have a process in the Surveyor General's office and the land registry in which you can apply, and the land will be removed from acquisition, and you do a plan and every other thing you're supposed to do on it. But if the land is committed land, they have a purpose for it already. They're not going to remove it. So that's it. Okay, the concept of global C of O, is it different from what the government issues? Actually, global there is just an appellation. Like now I go by Mrs. Sholakwe Bada. Sholakwe Bada is my name, but the Mrs. is an appellation. So global is like appellation. There's nothing like global C of O. Certificate of occupancy, certificate of occupancy. The reason why people put global C of O is because if it is a vast land and the person that holds the C of O has started selling or assigning part of the land to other people, so you say, okay, I have the global C of O. Because C of O is not issued twice. The only thing you can do on a C of O is deed of assignment. And you go and register your deed of assignment. So that's why they say, okay, this global C of O belongs to so company. And part of it has been assigned to other people. So the global C of O is still in the name of that company, but part of it has been assigned to other people. So the global there is just an appellation. It's still the same thing. Any other thing? Yes,
Thank you. Doctor, you have, please let's appreciate her. Doctor, you have some other questions here. Do I read it or you attend to it later? Okay, all right. This person says, my name is Engineer Tosin. I am a big follower of Dr. Olumide Emmanuel, and I once attended his church. He said, lately I invested in a property in the UK, Wales to be precise, Swansea. But now I plan moving it to main central London, UK. How do I go about it? Thanks, sir. Then the final one says, please, sir, what is commercial real estate and house flipping? House flipping. Flipping. All right.
Okay, so we have 8 questions here. So the first one is asking about mentorship platform. Yes, I do have a mentorship platform. It's called the Billionaires Conclave. So you can go to www.billionaires.org olumideemmanuel.org/conclave. And then you download the free brochure. So you can be a member as an individual, you can be a member as a couple, husband and wife, and you can be a member as a corporate organization. So individual is $3,000 per annum, couple is $4,000 per annum, and then corporate is $10,000 per annum. And for that corporate organization, is 5 of you in the company or in the group that can be a part of that. So once you make that payment, what you get is, number one, you get a 2-day fully residential conference. So the conference is 1st and 2nd of March. And then you get another 1-day fully residential conference on the 27th of September next year. So it's 1 year like that. Then you get, we do 3 online Zoom conferences. It's part of that package. And then you have direct access to me within that 1 year to call me and contact me anytime. So that's the cheapest one that we have, just to help people. So it's not really, even the conference itself is more than the 3,000. So it's just to be sure that you are serious minded for you to pay. And then, so it's like you are paying in advance for what we are going to give you. So that's the way that works. Second question, Rwanda, I mentioned the price. It's 2-bedroom, is still $50,000. Then someone was talking about maybe he made a mistake on land and investment. It's not really a mistake, it's just to have understanding. You see, when you begin to go through life, we learn. But there's a difference between an asset and a cash flow producing asset. You see, real estate is an asset. But one of the challenges of real estate is that it is not liquid. So you can have a 10 million naira land and you'll be in police station for 600,000 naira debt. And they will disgrace you because you have 10 million land that is not cash. So when you have money, so the person telling you, oh, don't buy land, put it in investment, it's not that there's anything wrong in buying land, but the person is just trying to tell you, make sure that you have liquidity. Make sure you have funds that you can easily access for emergency. So instead of just buying land, have a house that will be giving you income. Do you understand that? So it's not, there's no right or wrong to that. It's just a function of where you are per time. Now, one of the things that made Robert Kiyosaki's book, Rich Dad Poor Dad, to really go viral all over the world was the fact that he was speaking against the mainstream mindset of people. And one of the mainstream mindsets was the fact that a lot of people believed that their house was an asset. But your house is not really an asset because you are living inside. You are not making money from it. So he gave us a new definition of asset, that an asset is anything that appreciates in value and brings cash flow. I went to do a studio recording with a friend yesterday. He lives in Foreshore Estates on Chevron Road. And yesterday when we were there, we were discussing, he was talking about doing inverter because he spent 1 million naira every month on electricity. 1 times 12 million. He's a landlord though. His electricity bill is 12 million per annum. Do you understand now? But in that same estate, his own cousin spent 45 million 2 years ago to do inverter and left NEPA and left the generator, left everything. So that one spent 45 million 2 years ago and he doesn't have any money for electricity. His electricity bill is 0. But you are spending 12 million. 12 million for the 60. Is it not better to do the 45? But that one that they did for 45 million 2 years ago now is 62 million now. So whatever you need to do. So there's nothing really right. So you have a house now, don't go and sell the house. Complete the house and rent it out or use it for short let so that you can be making money. So it's just, it's not. The next one, how to spot opportunities. Okay, now please listen. Crisis creates opportunities. Crisis creates opportunities. So every time you talk about opportunity, one man's problem is another man's opportunity. When you are sick, your sickness is the doctor's opportunity. When you have a legal problem, that's the lawyer's opportunity. When you are hungry, restaurant's opportunity. When you need to move from one place to the other, transporter's opportunity. When you need to wear clothes, fashion designer's opportunity. So Crisis creates. So how do you identify opportunity? Whenever you see crisis, find out what the solution is. Because money flows in exchange for value. And what is value? Meeting needs, solving problem, and answering questions. That's all. So in order to spot opportunity, you just realize that crisis will create. So anytime there is crisis, what problem can I solve? What question can I answer? What need can I meet? And that's opportunity. Do you understand that? Now, I've said it over and over again that it is better to be prepared waiting for opportunity than for opportunity to come and meet you unprepared. So one of the things you also need to do is just keep preparing yourself knowledge-wise and cash-wise. Be sure that you're just having the knowledge that needs to be had and you're having the liquidity so that the day you hear that, you can bring 10,000 and this, you will not be going, before you go and look for the 10,000, the opportunity has gone. Hello? So that's just the basics of, so anytime you see problem, that's opportunity. Number 5, Ogun State family. It's not only in Ogun State. Maybe that's just the only place you have land. Land matter is a national issue. So one thing I can tell you about land matter is, one of the things that really strengthens a lot of this land problem is abandoned property. It's abandoned property. Like I told you earlier on, those people went to court in 2010. If by 2010 all the places have been built and people are living there, they won't go to court. They already know that it's a waste of their time. It's gone. But because the place was vacant. So every time there is vacant land. So I give you an example. We bought the land in 2001. A child that was born in 2002 is 22 years old. So about 6 years ago, children that were sucking breast, children that were not yet born, became teenagers. I don't know if you heard about the Ikorodu boys. One time that the Ikorodu pipeline, those boys, those things happened close to where our estate is. And most of them came and said, you know, that we sold, we defrauded that we bought the land cheap from their fathers. And now they are old. And their fathers don't have any land. They don't have any inheritance. Now the only reason why they can come and find that battle is because the land is still there vacant. Do you understand? So one of the things you need to understand is that in Nigeria, you can do everything right and still be wrong. Because of the fact that there is no justice in Nigeria. It's not an organized system. So one of the things you need to learn in anything you are doing in Nigeria, once you are in Nigeria, every time you are discussing anything with anybody, as you are talking like this, let your mind already be in court. That's the way you relate in Nigeria. Anytime you are discussing, undu. Because even the people that are saying I do on the altar today, one day they will gather in court to say irreconcilable difference. People in the board meeting today that are signing documents and saying he's my partner, you will hear according to an inside source. So anything you are doing, one of the wisdom, the Bible says a wise man foresees evil and avoids. So as you are doing anything now, make sure you protect yourself legally so that 5 years time, 20 years time, 15 years time, nothing. So imagine that land now, the family we bought from is fighting us. You know that it's double whammy. But they can't fight us because when we were buying the land in 2001, we did not just sign document, we did video. We have video. Everybody was saying, so because we're expecting that one day they will all die and their children will come. Let me give you a funny story. About 13 or 14 years later, when we're discussing about a project in that place, one of the men said, Pastor, all the time, I said, Baba, you will let us get gala 10 moments there. 10 moments to join it, gala, Takiru, he said, so I said, no problem. So I just bring my laptop, I just plugged it, I went back and brought the video and showed him the video. Power line here. Somebody that sold land to you and collected money 11 years later is telling you your land didn't reach that place. What if you don't have video? So anytime you are doing anything, let your mind already be in court. Number 6, somebody says is one of our real estate customers. Those are the people that put us in trouble. You see now, you say you bought land, you just buy land and disappear. So write down this email, whosoever you are, commonsenseestates@gmail.com. commonsenseestate@gmail.com. Now, sense ends with E. Estate starts with E, so that's 2 E's. Common sense ends with E, then estate will start, so there will be 2 E's there. commonsenseestate@gmail.com. 0802 305 9058. 0802 305 9058. Then you gather all the documents as well, because everybody that was a staff then, nobody's around. Everybody has gone. Some people have jackpot. So the people that are there now, they don't know anybody. So the first thing is verification. So you send all your documents, receipt, survey, everything you have. You send it to that email. Say, I am so and so. The same thing you said here. I bought land. These are all my documents. What is my status? Hello? So when you send it to them, they will now go to the archive, because all your file, thousands of files, we have locked it up in a warehouse in Ikorodu. So they will now go to the warehouse or go to the online archive, check, and when they verify that true you are a customer, then they will now check your document and get back to you. But let me give you the answer in advance. If you go and read that document that you have on our allocation paper, clause 5 and 6. Clause 5 gives you the number of years that you have to develop your land. So it was documented there that you must develop this land by so and so date. That's clause 5. Clause 6 is also there. But let's just stay with clause 5 for now. Now, so when you go and read clause 5, at the end of clause 5, it states you have up to so and so date to fully develop your plot, as immediate development is strongly advised, or you risk revocation/reallocation at your own expense. So what that clause means is that you bought land from us, so we are not arguing, but you have breached that clause. So if the land is still physically available there, fine. If whether it's there or not, you will now come and pay for what? Default charges, reallocation, developmental, everything. They will now charge you. Then you see that date, clause 6. So go and read it, so that, because many of you will go to lawyer, you won't tell them the truth. So show that document to the lawyer before you start doing case, so that you won't waste your time. So clause 6 now says that every allottee will be paying maintenance and security fee monthly after that time is there. So that date, because we give people 5 years to develop, 2 years to 5 years. So after that 5 years, so that date that have expired on that your document, the month after it, start counting 10,000 naira per month from that time till now. So hello. So the land that you bought for 200,000, you see now, maybe your deal now will be 6 million. So if you now bring the 6 million, it becomes 6.2, but the land too is, so that's how you. So do that and you are good to go. Number 7, say you bought property in Wales, Scotland, and you want to move it to central London. That means you have to sell it now to move. So what I will advise you to do is to find out if the money, the sales cost, that's how much are you going to sell that property. Then what kind of property can it give to you in center of Wales, in London. But I don't know who you are, whether you are a citizen of London, whether you have documentation, you are a resident, legal residence, or you are an international investor. Because once you enter developed countries, tax can kill you. So when you think you are making one, because capital gains tax is 40%. So that house you are selling now, how much did you buy it? How much are you selling it? Because 40% may go to government. So that you would think well before you go and enter. And then we can look into what needs to be done on that, but that one is not free. Show someone on someone. So it's free because this is a free meeting. I don't do free things. I only do free things in church. Anything outside church, I charge for it. So if you need consulting, we can help you. Then we charge you our consultancy fee for that transaction. Then commercial and flipping. Okay. When you say commercial property, it's simply commercial property. That means it is not where people live. It's not residential. Fuel station, hotels, schools, halls, markets, malls, anything that is for business purpose, not where people reside, is called commercial property. You know, people live in hotel also, but it's a residential business property, so it's also commercial. When you say flipping, it means to buy and sell. That's all. I buy low, I sell high. I have flipped. I buy land for 2 million, I sell for 2.5. That's flipping. I buy a house for 2 million, I renovate it, I paint it. 1 month later, 3 months later, I sell. That's flipping. Say buy, sell. That's flipping. You flip it. You bought it, you renovated, or you bought, you waited, and then you sold. That's flipping. So thank you very much. God bless you.
All right, let's take our guests to the lounge upstairs for lunch. Yeah, you can go. The moment we have been waiting for has passed. This one is just a semi-bonus. The good news is that everybody's going to get what I want to give today. I have not checked what you guys put here, but this is the offer for you. Courtesy me. First 50 people to negotiate and fund, you'll be getting 10% welcome bonus. So if you are negotiating 5 million, I'll put 500,000 on it. 10% welcome bonus. First 50 people to do that. Second giveaway today. Remember, you are meant to get collateral worth the amount you have funded. We are starting a new project today, Paradise by Almond County. So we are going to be giving you 125% collateral security. I thought you would clap. I will explain what that means. It means that if you fund 1 million, you'll be giving assets, land, collateral worth 1.25 million. So not 1 million naira. And that offer is available only in the first 2 weeks from today. So 2 weeks from today, 2 Saturdays from today, that offer ends. It's not for people that have negotiated or people that fund within the next 2 weeks. After that 2 weeks, it returns back to 100%. Is that a good deal? Is that a good deal? All right, good. Please give me the flyer. We are done. We are done for today, and I'm so excited. Today also doubles as our October cooperative meeting because we couldn't meet last week. But next month, every first Saturday of the month, we meet here, all investors, all cooperative members, and you can also join board of cooperative and start also helping us to make decisions. This current project that we are about to start funding and about to start working on, we sat down on it for the last quarter, and some members have actually joined that particular exclusive board to be talking about things like this. So if you attend cooperative meetings regularly, at least 5 consistently, and you have actually maybe funded before or whatever it is, you can join the board and likes. Currently, we have a president, which I am, and we have a secretary who you met, Stella. Our treasurer currently is in the UK. We'll soon be back. And several other people in the team. If you go to the website, fundrealestate.ng, you can see the team. You can see the board of advisory where we have Dr. Lumide Emmanuel, who is the chairman of the board of advisory. We have Oladipupo Clement, founder, Life Page, national president, Billionaires Conclave, who is also a member of the board of advisory. And we have Pastor Wisdom Ezekiel, who is also a member of the board of advisory. One of the things that we do is now we have decided in our cooperative what we want to do, the next project. We'll now take it to people that know better and say, oh yeah, see you. Remember what he said about someone going to go and put money for where they open dam. So I will not go and put money where they open dam. You know, so finally, our office is here, Mondays to Fridays. You can take a tour around when you're done. We have a studio. This is our hall. The management office is upstairs, the reception. Many of you came in through the reception and the likes. So different places. And we are open here Mondays to Fridays, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. I don't used to overwork people here. Get home safe. You can continue to work at home. Not that you work your life in the office, you now be entering boss in the night. I don't like that thing. Let them get home and go and be working at home. Do you understand? So 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. If you have inquiries, if you have anybody that you want to bring that needs conviction, you can bring them here also. And finally, I failed to mention this. You can also refer and earn. So you go to the Fund Real Estate platform, click on refer and earn. You have your own unique link. Sir, what's your name, sir? Permit me, sir. Mr. Taufik. So once Mr. Taufik opens his Fund Real Estate account and clicks his refer and earn link and copies it and he sends it to his friend. Who is your best friend, sir? Mr. Sheshon, to his WhatsApp. Mr. Sheshon clicks on the link on the WhatsApp. It will show that Mr. Taufik was the one that referred him. It's automated. So you earn commission for life on anything that Mr. Sheshon does with us. Do you understand? So you can also make money as a cooperative member by bringing people to join the board and join us on board. So I believe, how many of us have open accounts? So we have people here that have not opened accounts. You people must be Man U fans. Okay, Man U fans. Okay, I support Man U now. So I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Because before they go and say they are not funded again. All right. So finally, this might not be useful for you. If I fail to announce this, I might do somebody a disservice. Like I said, some people waste money, but they need something that can start giving them money. So if you know anybody that needs to learn any of these skills, this is free and it's courtesy church, Calvary Bible Church Bagada. They also make use of this hall on Sundays, and also we are partnering as a company with them to at least enable. Many of you listen to us on radio. You see that we give business grants every month, 100,000 naira. Many of you listen to Head to Head. We give 50,000 naira every month. Okay, so those are some of the things that we do to empower people. However, we need more people to empower themselves. So if you can join the Bagada Skill Acquisition Program, there's the UI UX design that will be learned, photography, cinematography, video editing, graphics design, winning in business masterclass, and there will be internship placements with some of the facilitators. I don't want to mention the facilitators because if I mention them now, many of you will not start joining. So there are big people in their own industries. Some of the top people in the industry that will come and be teaching us for free. So you can share this flyer with anybody. The details are there. The number is there to call. Is it starting tomorrow? Starting tomorrow. So in case you can make anybody join tomorrow, let them join. It's happening here live tomorrow for the next 8 weeks. Please, if they cannot participate for 8 weeks, these are people that need help. If you cannot sacrifice 8 Sundays to come and learn a skill that you will now start sitting down in your house to start making money. My brother is here, Oluwadare Samson. He's a photographer, an international one. He's just coming back from Ikoyi now. He's going to go and make money. He's making another one here today now. You know, Billy Mo, he works, he has 2 jobs where he's collecting salary. He does photography on a freelance. He's photography freelance, making more money than his 2 salaries. So you guys should take skills very, very serious. So if you know anybody that needs this, tell them to chat that number this night or today and let them start learning this thing, please. I can only talk my own. I can only help. I believe that this is a good deal for everyone. So, closing remark. You can follow me on social media, Sam Orija, on all platforms, LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok. If you are following me on TikTok, you only want to watch me dance, and I did dance fire. But any other one, no evidence. Okay, Twitter, okay, yeah. Yeah, Sam Orija on Twitter or X. X. All right, so but more of those X, Instagram, Facebook are always official posts by my social media team. But LinkedIn, I handle LinkedIn myself. And TikTok is my Gen Z people now that I say I should start. You know, the first video we posted on TikTok, in 1 hour we got 480 views. I say, I've been sleeping on this TikTok. So follow me on all platforms. We'll be giving more information. Our social media for the cooperative is fundrealestate.ng. Instagram, Facebook, and LinkedIn. Instagram, Facebook, and LinkedIn. Please follow as cooperative members. Let us also share. Then we have a cooperative WhatsApp group, community, not group, WhatsApp community. So if you are not in the community, the numbers that have been chatting you that sent you the tickets, tell them to add you. Tell them to add you tonight. Many of us now, the ginger is, that's why I'm not a motivational speaker. I don't care whether you're motivated. Motivation is just a spur of the moment feeling. I believe in empowerment. So don't allow this spur of the moment go when you go outside. Make sure that you follow up, join the WhatsApp group, engage, talk to your friends also so that they don't lose money. Thank you all. I appreciate you. I'll see you guys next time. Bye for now.
Thank you very much, Mr. Sam Orija. So before...
For the raffle, I said that there's no raffle any longer, that everybody gets the bonus. So collateral for the next 2 weeks, we'll be giving 25% worth of 125% worth of collateral instead of 100%. So if you fund with 1 million, the land will give is 1.25 million. Do you understand? That's the benefit for you coming here today and you listening online. For the next 2 weeks, if you fund within the next 2 weeks. Then if you are funding this week, I'll be giving 10% welcome bonus. Me personally, 10% welcome bonus to anybody that funds. First 50 people that funds in this next 1 week. And for many of you that know me from right from time, I don't talk and do, I do and talk.
Thank you very much, Sam Orija. So we started with prayers, and obviously we are going to end with prayer. Please, can you bring that down? So Alaja, can you please round up, because we started with Christian and Christian prayer. So just round it up for us. Thank you. Okay. You are shy. Okay, no problem. Let me do the prayer myself. Okay. All right.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا صراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين. We give glory to Almighty Allah for guide us when we start this event, and we are almost round up, so we are giving the glory that as we are going to our various places, may Almighty Allah guide us and protect us. And we also pray to the organization and Fund Real Estate for their good job that they are doing. May Almighty Allah uplift the organization and all the members, all the investors. In the name of Allah, I pray. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alamin. Ar-Rahmanir Rahim. Maliki Yawmiddin. إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين اللهم تقبل منا السميع العليم وتب علينا يا مولانا إنك التواب الرحيم وعدنا وعافنا ولا طريق المستقيم ربنا سلامنا أنفسنا وإن لم تغفر وترحمنا لنكونن من الخاسرين ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار دعواء فيها سبحانك اللهم وتحيات فيها سلام وآخر دعواء والحمد لله رب سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون والسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين صلوا على النبي الكريم صلى الله عليه وسلم.
Please let's appreciate him. So we can now exit officially. Thank you very much for coming. We'll be looking forward to seeing your face one more. My name is John Ojetunde, aka longest of them all. That's what they call me, MC Long John, baddest. Okay.